The Fox and the Crow. A fox came across a crow who was perched on a branch with a piece of bread in its beak. Immediately, the fox began to consider how she might obtain it for herself. "You have everything: strength, beauty, wisdom," she said flatteringly to the bird. "If you only had a beautiful voice, then you would be perfect." Not wishing the fox to think that it did not have a fine voice, the crow began to sing. And the piece of bread fell from its beak, and the fox claimed it at once.
Fruit seller and the boy. In a village, there was a smart fruit seller. Once a small boy bought some berries from him. The fruit seller gave him berries less in weight. The boy asked, "Why have you given me less berries?" The fruit seller replied, "Lesser the berries, easier to carry." "Now give me the money." The boy gave some money to the fruit seller and walked off. The fruit seller counted and found the money to be less. The fruit seller shouted, "Hey boy, you have given me less money." The boy replied, "Lesser the money, easier to count, isn't it?"
Once a dog was walking along a forest. He had a bone in his mouth. The dog felt thirsty, so he walked towards a stream. As he was crossing the stream, he saw his reflection into the water. He thought there was another dog holding a bone in his mouth. He wanted the other dog's bone too. So he barked at the other dog, "Bow wow, bow wow." At once, the bone slipped out of his mouth. It fell into the water. The dog lost the bone, which he had found in the forest. Also, there was no dog in the water. Lesson: being greedy is not good. Once, a hare saw a tortoise walking. He started laughing and boasting about his own speed. He then asked the tortoise, "Should we have a race?" The tortoise agreed. A course was fixed and the race began. Soon, the hare left the tortoise far behind. He looked back. The tortoise was nowhere to be seen. So he sat under a tree to take rest. Soon he fell asleep. In the meantime, the tortoise kept on walking slowly. After some time, the hare woke up. He ran fast to the finish spot. He met the tortoise, who had already crossed the finish spot. The hare lost the race, and the tortoise won it. Lesson: never be proud.
The Mouse and the Lion. A lion, asleep in his lair, was waked by a mouse running over his face. The lion seized it and was about to kill it. "Please let me go," the mouse begged him. "Sooner or later, I will repay your kindness." The lion laughed at the idea and let the little mouse go. Some time later, the lion became trapped in a net which had been laid down by the hunters. But then along came the mouse, who chewed through the netting and freed him. "As you can see," said the mouse, "even a mouse can help a lion."
Little Red Hen. Read this play about Little Red Hen. She works very hard and enjoys what she gets for her hard work. Cat. Little Red Hen duck, dog. Scene 1. Little Red Hen goes to the field. She finds some grains of wheat in a field. She does not eat them. She wants to plant them. Her friends live near the field. She asks them to help her dig the field and plant the seeds.
Hello, friends. I have found some grains of wheat. Will you help me plant them? Not I. I am too busy. Not I. My kittens are sick.
Not I. I have to guard the field.
Then I will plant them myself.
Saying this, Little Red Hen goes away. She digs the field. Then she plants the grains all by herself. Scene 2. The grains grow into plants. They have lots of wheat grains. Little Red Hen wants to cut them now. She asks her friends for help again.
Now the wheat is ready for reaping. Will you help me cut it? Not I. I cannot reach the wheat. Not I. I do not know how to cut wheat plants.
Not I. I am too sick.
Then I will cut it myself.
Scene 3. Little Red Hen cuts the wheat all by herself. She goes back to her friends.
Now the wheat grains are ready for grinding. Who will come with me to the mill? Not I. I'm frightened of the noise of the mill. Not I. I cannot walk so far.
Not I. I have to visit my uncle.
Then I will go to the mill alone. I will grind the wheat into flour myself.
Scene 4. Little Red Hen goes to the mill alone. She grinds the wheat into flour. She goes back to her friends.
Will anyone at least help me bake bread with the flour? We are sorry. We do not know how to bake bread.
Scene 5. Little Red Hen takes the flour home and makes dough. Then she bakes a loaf of bread with it. She takes the bread to her friend.
Friends, the bread is ready. Who will eat it now?
We
will.
We are
ready to eat the bread. I'm sorry. I will eat it all by myself. I don't need your help now. You are lazy animals. Now I will not share the bread with you. Goodbye.
Saying this, Little Red Hen walks away with the bread. Duck, cat and dog keep on looking at her. They now understand that no one can get anything without hard work. Hard work always pays.
The Crow Who Pretended. Once a crow saw a peacock. He wanted to look like the peacock. So he gathered some peacock feathers and stuck them on his own. He looked very funny. Then he joined a party of peacocks, but they did not take any notice of him. So he went back to his friends, the crows. They also did not take notice of him. He became very sad. He had no friends.
Once, a hungry fox was wandering in search of food. After some time, she saw a bunch of grapes hanging from a vine. She muttered, "What a lovely bunch of grapes! I will eat them and satisfy my hunger." She then jumped to get the grapes. She jumped again and again, but she could not reach them. At last, she gave up. Then she said to herself, "I'm sure these grapes are sour. and she walked away. Lesson: never be greedy.
The Thirsty Crow. A thirsty crow found a pitcher with some water in it, but so little was there that, try as he might, he could not reach it with his beak, and it seemed as though he would die of thirst. At last, he hit upon a clever plan. He began dropping pebbles into the pitcher, and with each pebble, the water rose a little higher until at last it reached the brim, and the knowing bird was able to quench his thirst.
Once, two friends were crossing a forest. Suddenly, they saw a big bear. They became afraid. One of them quickly climbed a nearby tree. The other one did not know how to climb a tree. He thought, I need to do something quickly to save myself. He at once lay down on the ground and pretended to be dead. The bear came near him and smelt him. It then went away, thinking the man was dead. Then his friend came down from the tree and asked him, What did the bear say in your ears, friend? The other one replied, The bear told me not to trust a false friend. Lesson: be courageous when you are in danger.
Golden eggs. A man had the good fortune to possess a hen, which laid a golden egg every day. Lucky though he was, he began to think he was not getting rich fast enough, and he decided to kill it in order to get all the golden eggs at once. But when he cut it open, it was just like any other hen. Thus, he neither got rich all at once, as he had hoped, nor enjoyed any more the daily addition to his wealth.